Hey guys, so I'll tell you something about me. At 19 years of age, I went to the psychiatrist and I said to this lady, I'm hearing voices. And from that day on, the psychiatrist and the team of doctors, they put me on medication. But this was all due to me smoking weed, doing drugs with people. And from that time, when I said this, I was going through a rough patch. I was hallucinating. I was crazy. I was, what's it called? I was angry. I was irritated. I was going through a really rough time in my life. And ever since I got on the medication, those voices that I heard and all this kind of stuff that I was hearing, the hallucinations, the delusions, they started to dissipate. It started to go away. So the medication helped me. And then some years went by. I got overweight because of the medication, but also because of my habits in terms of how I was eating. I was smoking cigarettes and I was drinking a bit of alcohol here and there. I was eating a lot due to the medication, and I looked very ugly, and I'm still looking ugly even today. But you have to realize that through life, I realized something, that my expression of schizophrenia in terms of how I am, I've changed my expression. And I lack sometimes expression in front of people. You understand? So when I'm meant to speak words, I'll be silent. And it's much more how sometimes I don't get into a conversation. You understand? So I try to talk as much as I can, but I also try to listen to people and what they're saying. And then it's much more how there is nothing wrong with me. I'm not a crazy person. But somehow I try to communicate in some kind of way. I try to talk in a way that is nice, that is appropriate, without swearing. And I try to be on my best behavior all the time. But because I was on medication, and I'm on medication even now, I got myself on disability support pension. And because I got myself on disability support pension, what happened was I didn't work for most of my 20s in terms of the 9 to 5 job. For the most part, in my teens and inside of my childhood and inside of my 20s, I didn't work 9 to 5 much. I was not sophisticated enough to be able to go work. You understand? But you have to realize that I'm still in my 30s now. And there's still a lot of time available for me to live my life the way I need to live it. And now I'm not disabled in a way that you think I am. I'm still able to function. I'm still able to speak words. I'm still able to communicate. I'm still able to do stuff online. I'm still able to express myself in some kind of way. And I'm still able to write thoughts down. But I have to get somewhere with my life. You understand? I have to, every single day, write, socialize with people, get around, learn some things, learn something different. You understand? Be on my best behavior. Try to never cause violence. Try to be a good person. Never steal anything. Never cause damage to other people's property. You understand? Never get myself in jail. Never go to rehab again. So what happened was recently I got myself off the tablet form medication. And for me, it's personally helping me to be off medication in some kind of way. And now I don't feel that I'm sick. I don't feel that I have something wrong with me or anything like that. It's just that I'm off the tablet form medication. But I'm still taking the paliperidone 100 milligrams every month. And now I'm still overweight, for example. I'm still in this facade. I'm in this phase of life where I have to do something with my life. I have to start helping myself to succeed, helping myself to get back in shape, helping myself to get better habits. I'm not smoking cigarettes anymore, for example, and I feel so good about that. I feel much better because I'm smoking the vapes now, but I feel much better smoking vapes than I do cigarettes. And my life is much better and I'm less disabled now because I'm on the vapes instead of the cigarettes. But although you have to realize that if you smoke cigarettes, it's a disability. It will disable you. Cigarettes disables a person. And if you drink alcohol with cigarettes, it will disable you even more. So I'm running a business, but you have to realize that my business is the speaking words business, making music, doing that kind of thing. And there's such a long way to go in life. I want to be able to get my message across. I want to be a man. Yes, I want to be able to provide for myself, to provide for my family, to have kids someday, to have a wife. Like that's my dream. You understand? So you have to realize that eventually I have to get to a position where I can speak lots of words to people, be able to say whatever I want, whenever I want. And I want to be able to be nice about it. And I want to vibe with people. I want to be able to engage with people. I want to socialize with people. And I want to speak freely about everything that is on my mind. But sometimes I feel that I can't speak to people in the way that I want to speak. Do you know why? Because I feel they're gonna get offended, and I can't say all this kind of stuff to them and stuff. But I feel that I want to make a conversation. I want to make a good storyline. I want to make something come true for my life. And recently, people have been saying to me, "Oh, Danny, you're sick. You should get back on the medication. Your mind's not working properly." You understand? And all this kind of stuff. But I realized that, hey, maybe I am suffering from schizophrenia still, but my expression, in terms of my lack of expression, is maybe even becoming worse. Because less things seem to interest me these days. But no, I'm actually much more interested in things today than I was before. But also, it's just that I lack expression. I lack the need to express myself in front of people. And then I find myself also socially distancing myself from people. Always wanting to be alone. Always calling for peace in my life. That kind of thing. And trying to do whatever I want to do, not what other people want me to do. And you have to realize that sometimes you have to do the good thing in life. You understand? Helping people in some kind of way. If they're asking for help, you have to help. You understand? And you have to realize that, of course, you don't kill anybody. You don't try to cause damage to anybody. But you try to help out in some kind of way. And you try to get your message across. You try to do something for yourself every single day. So I realized that in life, when you are talking a lot of words, when you're doing something around your life to succeed, you have to be able to speak your mind. You have to be able to understand where you're coming from. You understand? So you have to be able to make common sense of the world around you. And you have to realize that nobody's perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect. The situation will never be perfect. You understand? You have to have a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith in your life. Start moving forward in every single kind of step that you can. Try to communicate with people where you can understand, to just talk words freely. You know, saying like nobody's listening to you. You know, saying just talk freely to people. Try to open up to people. Try to give them some kind of value of your life. Try to open up a message for yourself to say something new. try to give some ideas to people, and try to live a great life. You understand? So I can speak all day to people, you understand, but eventually they want to be, let's say, left alone. You understand? I understand how people are. They want to eventually be alone sometimes as well. And you have to realize that, of course, I want to make a good conversation. I want to get in the zone of public speaking, for example, making music engagements, achieving my goals, my dreams, and understand how the business goes and how much effort you need to put in before you actually get recognized. You understand? But that's a journey that I'm taking in my life. I'm going on that journey, and I want to have the best life possible for myself in some kind of way. And I don't look down upon myself for what I've done in my life. I was learning the whole time, and I got into a bad crowd. I started having mental health issues. I started to be really irritated, really bad mentally. I used to do things, for example, with people that is not good. Saying that you have to realize that I got into a bad situation in my life. I could have killed somebody. I could have killed myself. Saying I was having thoughts of suicide in my life. I was having a lot of mental health issues. So you have to realize now I don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel that I'm having those mental health issues that I had before. I feel I'm much more, let's say, in a structured manner of what I want to do, and I'm going for my goals now. You understand? But of course, other people don't see this. Other people don't see exactly where I am in my life. All they see is how they're paying for my expenses, how they're doing, for example, things for me, and how I'm just never satisfied with what they do for me. So you have to realize that recently I found out I'm never satisfied with anything, except when I'm writing more words, when I'm living more of life, I become more satisfied. You understand? But I'm always in a state of dissatisfaction with my life. So I have to stay dissatisfied, but I have to do more for myself. You understand? Because that's what fulfills me. It fulfills me to live a great life, to have all the success in the world, to have God on my side, to have the Bible of Jesus Christ, to have everything in my life that I can have. And you have to realize I have to find my way just like you, and you have to give lots of ideas, and you have to every single day speak into the world as much as you can and try to live the best life possible. And try to every single day understand where you're coming from, make common sense, try to write things down, because I realize that how I write down in my journal my thoughts, it's helping me. It's helping me to write things down. It's helping me with my thoughts. It's helping me with my mind. It's helping me keep on track. It's making me learn. You understand? It's making me make common sense about my own life and where I am. So if there's anything in this program that I want to give you, it's an experience of who I am. I'm a nice person. You understand? I don't cause violence. I want to every single day do good for the world. You understand? I want to help in some kind of way. I want to express myself in some kind of way. I want to have all the friends of the world. I want to have all the family in the world. You understand? Anything that is good for you, I want to have in my life. I want to be kind. You understand? Those are the kinds of things that make you a simple person. Understanding what you want and how to get it, and how to need what you need. You understand? And you have to realize you have to get to a point of your life where you're living in the greatest possible manner. You understand? Making sure you're taking care of your body, being around certain people that are helping you grow, being around people who are helping you. You understand? Don't try to disconnect from people. Don't try to socially distance yourself from people. You understand? Try to communicate to people. Try not to be too alone. Try to have a balanced life for yourself, making sure that you're sometimes talking to other people and sometimes you're alone. Having a balance. Don't be too alone. Don't be too much with other people. In a sense, so you have to learn to grow yourself in some kind of way and learn to write things down, learn to speak a lot of words into the planet, because it's going to help you to plan your life. It's going to help you to get your message across. It's going to help you become a better person.